Good morning. We awake? Relatively healthy and alive given the sleeping conditions. And, I reckon it's time to have a chat with the leader. No, put the shotgun away, that's not how I meant it. Yes, hello, naked person with a cloak and whatever the hell that is. The canyon bless you, friend.
A friend. Apologies. The canyon wanted me to test you before we began. Welcome to Brickton.
By sleeping in these conditions, or?
You may think of me as a leader, but I merely embody the canyon's desire. Before we begin, I must ask, why is a raven like a writing desk?
Because both produce notes? Because both produce notes.
Intelligent answer. Now how may I help you?
Right. I thought this place was called Brixton. Let's not go. Let's not talk about that. Listen, will you sign my petition? He says in the Postal 2 voice.
I've never signed a petition in my life. Don't believe in signatures. What is it for?
So here's the thing. A petition to allow me inside the Palace of Westminster.
You should go there. Quite the negative place. I could be persuaded, however, if you were to assist us in our altercations with the Tommies. Apologies. The canyon calls me aside.
Right. Is he gonna go and take a piss? Is that what the canyon calls me aside means?
I humbly welcome you back to the land of Brickton.
Right. So, what's your problem with the Tommies?
Tommies think they're here to civilize us, simply because we don't follow their beliefs and codes. But tell me,
Well,
what
it's...
worth is there in an ideology that has destroyed the world 10 times over and left it to rot? I'd take dying from preventable diseases 1,000 times over destroying the world with my ignorance.
Honestly? That's the most British thing the Tommies can do, to be fair with you. But yes, you mentioned me assisting you in this altercation.
Perfect. I have a job for you. Listen well. The Tommies have been attempting to contact an isolated tribe in nearby Croydon. We
Right.
hoped they'd abandon the idea once they realised the path was blocked by 2 large gaps. But no. Instead, they were emboldened, and their mighty Lieutenant Doyle sent an expeditionary force. 2 soldiers, 1 second lieutenant, and a few Bricktonians who were there to build bridges, literally and metaphysically. Except those plans failed
Metaphysically?
when the half-built bridges collapsed.
Metaphysically, you say?
But 2 of my tribe's people into the river of lava. You can see where this is going, right?
Right, Listen, I'm not quite sure whether you're going down the murder route or some other route, but whatever it is, just help me get the petition signed and you have a deal.
Explain. Lieutenant Doyle blames Brickton for the incident and has vowed to raise our taxes to make up for this incident. Taxes we never agreed to pay. We seek nothing but peace, and so we beseech you, go to Lieutenant Doyle and convince him to choose peace.
Right.
Can you bless you with luck?
We can do that. We can absolutely do that. And this is called No Man's Wasteland. We need to speak to Lieutenant Doyle, who is 100 meters away. Sorry, I'm not used to it being this convenient. Last time I did fetch quests like this, you know, talk to this guy, sort this out, help with that, etc., etc., they sent me on a goose hunt, like, on the other side of London. Him being just, you know, a couple of 100 meters away is, well. It's not even a couple hundred, it's like less than 100 meters away, right? My point being, him being so close is shocking to me. Yeah, look at that. Set up camp and everything just outside.
Go quietly, you can count on that.
Good God, the weather turned from good to whatever the hell this is in like an instant.
Stand down. Wait, you're not one of us? Who are you?
Is there a way for me to join the Tommies? Pfft, absolutely not. I am a representative of Brickton.
Another one, huh? You can tell the people of Brixton the same thing I've told them countless times myself. Either they own up to their mistakes and establish contact with the Croydonians, or we'll be raising the tithe by 20% this year. And God knows what else we'll have in store for next year.
Right. Rhodes said it wasn't their fault, though.
Nonsense. It was their bridge that collapsed and claimed the lives of my men. As far as I see it, taxes are a small price to pay for their crime.
Right. Why do you want to go after the
As
Crydonians?
part of Her Majesty's beautiful country, it is their duty to pay their fair dues and participate in our laws. Isolation is no longer an acceptable excuse for inaction.
Right. So if I find these people, will you let the Bricktons off?
Yes.
Well, the
That's
Bricktons, like the
precisely
people in
what I
Brickton.
said. Switch on, won't you? Now, is there anything else I can do to stop you from wasting my time?
No.
Double then. Move.
No, that's it. I'm half a mind to just blow all of your brains out. However, I realise that will not solve the problem, as they would just send another squad. Perhaps with more Tommies next time round. It wouldn't really help. Plus, there is... Why oh my, is there a lot of you here? It's not just those guys over there, is it? You know. That's fine, I suppose. So, the bridge collapsed. I now need to find a way across.
Britannia, Britannia rules the way. Britons never, never, never shall be.
That was very uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie, that was terrifyingly uncomfortable. So much so to the point that I thought I was gonna just, you know, sploosh down into the magma for a second. Given, well, everything. So one bridge already collapsed. But maybe try and not, you know, rely so much on this one? Oh, God. Okay, well, I'm ready to grab onto the ledge in case something happens. Why is there a bus in the middle of your bridge? No wonder your bridges keep collapsing. Part of your bridge is made out of a... Build bridge for 20 steel, 50 wood, and 10 screws. Well. Well, these guys have fell down, are they? Okay. So, survivor's log, don't knock. Insert Pindar key. Key not found. Don't knock peace offerings. I let you down, Carty, I believe it's a deal, etc., etc. If some broken transmission suddenly started... Okay. Right. So, I need to get in there to get the supplies to build that. In order to do that, I need to find the key. Now we're talking. Now this is like step 1 through 11 to get to what I need to. Now you're talking. Okay, I'm gonna need to get rid of that. Or whatever the hell it is. And I'm gonna need to figure out how.
Victory awaits.
Huh?
Back to any good stuff.
No, this is just absolutely horrible. But, what the hell just happened? The flechette mine, the flechette grenade, sorry, that I threw just did... Well, it just went puff, and... I mean, it did its job, it killed the robot, but... Why'd it go puff? And produce absolutely no sound? Or explosion? Or anything, really. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind it so long as it works, but... Yikes, is all I'm saying. Okay, I assume, since this place is relatively linear, that there isn't much for me to find. Oh. Kind of wrong about that. There are a couple of things to find around here. Right, so onwards towards something. Do I even know where the key is? Build the bridge. Find the key. It's gonna be like that, isn't it? Okay, yeah. Loads of ghouls around. Oh, I apologise sincerely. It's the ashes. I'm allergic to them. Well, no, not really. Might as well be, though. Post office. Right. Oh, lovely. Second class post box. As opposed to the first class, this one's a little bit stupid and gets stuck. Well, to be fair, the other one gets stuck as well occasionally, but still. Okay, yeah, this is just incredibly grim with all the charred remains of women and children everywhere. It's just... honestly, it's a bit too grim. Said inside, maybe it's... I was going to say warmer, but given the fact that we're surrounded by lava, that's not quite what I mean. I meant, like, you know, slightly less emotionally scarring. No. How many of these post-box robot boxes do they have around here? I mean, come on. Surely at one point the nonsense has to stop, doesn't it? Stove, Tarbury. Postman uniform, leather satchel. These are all useful. Wondering if there's something a little bit more useful. Sorting room's key. That's something. Now we're talking. Locked keys. Locked doors. That is interesting. So money? Is it here? No. Huh. Okay. Well, there's nothing here except cardboard. Sacks are empty as well. What about the sorting room proper? The tills have a few things lying around. I'll make sure I don't miss anything, because the chances of me ever coming back here to, I don't know, either loot or do anything in general. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. That'll do.
No point leaving anything.
Rapid, powerful 9mm pistol. That's fancy. It's a fancy gun, and fetches a fair bit as well. There is obviously the safe too. Hopefully something good in here. Service revolver. No, not quite what I'm looking for. What about the other one? Oh, I appreciate the money, but yeah, not much else. Okay, so I mean, you know, could be better, could be worse. Does it feel like a slight waste of time? Kind of. But if I hadn't gone in, it would have bugged me for the rest of my life, so, you know. Not really a waste in that sense. God, these ashes are really getting to me. And the smoke. And the charred corpses. And the heat. And everything else. I'm going to stop complaining now. So, we continue down our linear path this way, where there is nothing to be found except misery.
Quit lollygagging. Get them.
An aptly named Hellhound. Lovely.
Enemy is afoot.
Don't enter. Too bad I can't read. Because I'm about to enter. I mean, there's a mattress here. That's not bad. I think I'd prefer to sleep here in the domain of hellhounds rather than where we just slept a few minutes ago. A few minutes ago, like well, it was like 20 minutes ago that we've left, right? Regardless, we keep pushing ever forwards. Oh God, if this thing doesn't collapse, I have no clue what to tell you. Okay, another... Oh. Gave out so quickly. Another door. I think I can hear some hooligans behind it. They, however, cannot hear me, which is somewhat amusing at this stage. Okay. Electrified hatchet. That's interesting. Don't think I've seen one of those before. Electrified hatchet. Right, I'm going to switch to the lever action rifle for a little bit. Just make things a little bit more interesting. So, the magma tunnels. Out of all the places that I went into, the magma tunnels does not sound like a place I want to spend any amount of time in. And I've been to the underground and stuff, and yeah. I don't know. I mean, the subway, the metro, whatever you want to call it. With all the various monstrosities therein.
Got you. Going to mess you up.
To be honest with you, not having to worry about reloading is confusing me. Because every now and again I'm like, okay, now's the time to reload. No, it's not. And speaking of never reloading, an unending service rifle. That's very interesting, because one of the main reasons I don't use a service rifle is because of its reloading is, the hell is this? Schrodinger's mutated rat. It's both here and not here at the same time. Okay, I have a fix for that.
Now we settle this. Where did they go? You don't think... Where did they go? You don't think they were...
Okay,
What are you...
that's done with. You know what, Kira, you can play with the mutated Schrodinger's
I don't like... Peekaboo.
pig mutant rat thing.
Now we...
I'm gonna push on. Ah, speaking of, I should probably equip the frag mines. In case something nasty jumps out in front of me, I can hopefully maybe slow it down, if nothing else. Right. Come on. Really? Really? I don't know why I went towards the mine. I thought it buggered off in the opposite direction. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you, that's what I thought happened. That was stupid, but at the same time kind of annoying. Like, I take only part of the responsibility is what I'm trying to get at, right? Especially because of this. They keep popping up. I didn't bring a pistol with me, did I? Oh, no, I didn't. I reckon the shotgun's a slightly better choice for what I'm going up against. Oh, God, stay away! Excellent. Excellent work. Okay. Now, I was gonna say, if we just made it back the same way I came in, I have several complaints to lodge, but no, I don't think we've been here. It's an interesting preview.
Is that them?
Oh god, oh god. No, no! pushed me back into the tunnels, it did. Absolute bastard. But now that it did, I kind of feel compelled to figure out what's on the other side of this place. Yep, there is loot over here that I missed. I'll take the combat helm, because, I don't know if mine's broken or something, because I can't really modify it anymore, and I used to be able to, so... Huh. Well, it's a packed chest with all sorts of stuff, but, not really anything I need. Do appreciate the ammo, if nothing else. Okay. Once more onto the breachmen, once more. Okay, now... Can I actually... Supposedly, the area underneath us is all magma, so how are you burrowing? Right, because look, I mean, there's lava right there, which means... Not far underneath is... A, extremely hot, B, magma, right? So how exactly are you burrowing so far? Well... This is an interesting sight. I'll take a second to appreciate it. Sight fully appreciated. Let's keep going. That is... Honestly looks like hot water. Oh god, it's another broken robot probably. Hello? 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 Oh, that's the exit, and I'm supposed to go that way, am I? Well, excuse me for just a second. Okay, I apologize for that. Something work-related. Now, the gardener sounded like he wanted me to enter through the maze, but, yeah, I suppose it's... situation where I have to go around and find the entrance myself. I'm surprised I spotted it over there given the shimmering and everything. I'll tell you what, this does not look like the entrance to anything. I get the feeling that there was supposed to be some sort of dialogue option where I would say, yes, I am willing to come in and do the whole maze thing and then exit. Why not? But there is also... That's kind of funny. But there is a way onwards as well that just goes past the maze, so maybe I don't have to do it? In which case... Huzzah! Great success and all that. Where the hell does this lead? I know this is the wrong, well, wrong, quote-unquote, but this is not the main path that I'm supposed to be on, but where the hell does this lead? Leads to the Bethlehem Museum of the Mind. That's where it leads. Okay. Museum of the Mind, here we come. Hope it's in somewhat recognizable a condition, because it does sound like an interesting building.
The hell? Assistant to battle.
Oh, it's that kind of Museum of the Mind.
What the hell was that?
Mysterious forces are afoot. I'm sure we'll find a use for that sometime.
It's the kind of Museum of the Mind that's
Quit lollygagging.
a bit of a euphemism, is it? Right. Well, I mean, I did get my my wish granted to an extent. It is in a recognizable condition. How do I put this? The orderlies don't seem to be in much of a better condition than the patients, which is a little bit concerning. Mind you, given the fact that they've probably been stuck together for God knows how many years in this ghoulified state, then I don't really suppose there's much to be surprised about when you see the situation they're in, but, or the state they're in, rather, but, still.
Just getting warmed up over here.
Yeah, just getting warmed up. You're all gonna show me, and etc., etc. That is grim. Oh, God. Yeah, that is...
I'll make it quick.
My, oh... So, padded room is just mattresses on the ground, not so much on the floor, and I don't really think this qualifies as a padded room, not really.
Now we
Okay, that actually hurt a little bit. I'm gonna grab something to eat really quickly. Water, I guess. Something I don't have a lot of. Roasted conkers, of course. Raja ribs is a bit of an overkill. Oh, why not a sweet roll? And some taser. Okay, well, found another cute Thulu doll. That's, Been a while since we found one of them. Always appreciated.
What a thoroughly creepy place. I love it.
Look, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Me, not so much, to be brutally honest with you. It's a bit, it's one of those places that's a bit too creepy, and the fact that it's so out of the way of everything makes it kind of extra creepy. If I'm making any sense right now. Okay, could you please? Yeah, thank you.
If it's those bloody commuters again.
What do you mean, those bloody commuters? You're the... Never mind.
End of the line.
Did you hear that?
Okay, you are the toughest lunatic in here, and I...
The adventurer.
mean that in a very literal sense. Handmade submachine gun. I'll take one, because I don't know if I have one. I think I might, but I'm going to take it in just in case. Part of me's wondering if I can switch it to semi-auto. Sorry. Turn it into a proper rifle. Ouch! That's gonna bruise. Okay, does this unlock the... No, it doesn't. Chemist terminal. Ah, so the way around over here, okay. Tray, these things are useful, Morphex is useful. The mannequins are creepy, but, you know. Okay, what does it require? Bethlehem Royal Hospital key to unlock. Let's take a look at this chemist terminal, see if we can figure out what this place is all about. Irradiated methyl something something study. Patient female. 156 centimeters, 37.3 kilograms. 37.3 kilograms. Jesus, that is... How are you alive at that weight? Mild fever from multiple repression, malnutrition from years of homelessness. Yeah, no joke. Day 3, the voices of silence. She can hear me, patient speaking. Side notes including underlying conditions were present as no medical history was given. Right, well this is just the workings of the hospital, as grim as that is. No clues, if you will, or anything like that as to where and how to proceed. I reckon I've probably missed the key somewhere. There's bound to be around. There's a box cutter underneath the pillow. That is quite telling of the situation here. Oh God. Our Father, thou who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Deliver us from whatever the hell I've gotten myself into. Battle submachine guns also interesting. So they milked the cow to death. For Satan. Presumably. Because I like, what other conclusion do I possibly come to in this particular situation that makes any sense? Okay, you know what? All of a sudden, I really couldn't care less about what's inside this room. I really couldn't. So we're just leaving. Yeah? Because I could, if I wanted to, spend the next 15 minutes wandering these halls like a lunatic. Hahaha. Get it? Trying to find,
Go get them, psychic.
you know, whatever. Well, there's apparently a host of lunatics for us to fight outside as well, so no lack of entertainment, certainly.
Peekaboo. You'd better have some goodies to make this worthwhile.
Well-armed lunatics at that. Look at these submachine guns. God, what a difference. The combat rifle in full auto configuration with the basic receiver does 18 damage. Like mine, I think, did 70 with all the changes. That's pretty... It's a pretty stark difference, I would say. Okay. Hello. Oh, shh. Stop it with the explosives. Okay, we are close to something. Is it the key? Find the Cordon Pindar key in the Crystal Palace maze. Yeah. Is there a way to enter the maze? I'm assuming the way to enter the maze is to keep...
Oh, great. More booms to deal with.
is to keep going forwards.
Keep your eyes. Quick, get them.
Okay. Can't believe I've actually done that. Without a second thought. Mark 1 Chinese. What? I don't know. Something between a pistol and a rifle. Just call it Mark 1 Chinese. And to be fair, I'm kind of more in favor of that than misnaming stuff. To get too bogged down over what's what. Is it an assault rifle? Is it a carbine? Is it an SMG? Is it a pistol caliber carbine? What's the difference between the two? Is it, God forbid, a personal defense weapon? Because at that point everything just goes down the drain. Because on the one hand, well, you want to get really into the nitty-gritty of it, everything is a personal defense weapon as long as it can be shouldered or fired with your hands. and carried with your hands. And yes, I do include some heavy machine guns there that can technically be carried. Although not the 20mm HMG that the Bradley carries. The American Bradley, because technically I believe it's considered a small arms weapon. In that the people that are in charge of cleaning the pistols and maintaining the parts of rifles and stuff are also in charge of that thing. And, well, if ever there was an appropriate time to use the song "One of These Is Not Like the Other," this would be it. I think we went full circle, didn't we? Like, I'm pretty sure we went full circle, and this is the alternate path that, yep, we went full circle. Okay, now at least I know that this place is not an infinite maze of new places to explore and places to go down. So that's something. And we got our introduction into the lunatics a little bit, how do I put this? In slightly the wrong order, quote-unquote wrong. But now, I need to find the entrance into that maze. Because you'd think the hard part would be navigating it, but for that I know the cheat code to navigating any maze. So navigating it I don't think will be a problem at any point. Unless... No, there is a way of designing mazes that doesn't work, right? If they loop back on themselves. But I doubt it's going to be that kind of maze. Anyways, as I was saying, I doubt... Oh, God. Okay, I need to catch my breath for a second. I doubt navigating the maze is going to be that difficult. Finding the entrance to it, though, excruciatingly difficult. Okay, I'm ready. I'm not ready. I'm hesitating, that's why I'm going to fall into the thing. Last time I didn't hesitate, that's how I went through in very little effort. Okay, yeah, now I'm really going full circle. Okay, I think we have to go back this way. Which is cool. Which is cool. Maybe there was just something that I missed. Maybe there was a button to let me in. I need to buzz myself into the maze. But I went full circle all around the place, and the entrance is, well, it's still here. There is no other entrance. So, could you please let me in? I ask. Oh, so kindly. Ah! Here it is. I just need to stand underneath this thing. Yep, I'll do it. Let me in.